All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Merry Christmas, people. I honestly, I didn't know it was Christmas today. I don't follow holidays, okay? I don't follow holidays or politics. But Merry Christmas to every single one of you guys. It was a very fun year, people. But let's begin with the video. And don't forget, coupon code MINDFUL to get 50% off all of my courses and to work with Father Alex one-on-one. Okay? So we're going to be reacting to Seals, my homie Seals the Man. And this video is about what are the top things that men look for in a woman, okay? And I haven't watched this video like most of the videos that I do in terms of like reacting, but let's hopefully it's good. We all know that I do like his content. If you guys ever want to check him out, just go right here. You see his Instagram, his Seals the Man, the brother. And yeah, let's begin with the video right now.
It's so radiant. It's the first thing we see when we see a brown skin. You know I love your brown skin. I can't tell where yours begin. You know,
all right,
there's
people.
Something about skin that a man loves. Skin is so radiant. It's the first thing we see when we see a fine.
Okay, Leatherface. All right, Leatherface.
Tenderoni in a woman, and skin comes in all colors and textures. Some come with dots, freckles. Skin can be radiant when it's moisturized. Skin tells a story about the woman, and men, we see that.
All right, people. Seals is clearly a skin guy.
We notice that. Some people have tattoos. If that's your thing, that tells a story. Some women match their clothing, their wardrobe based on the tone of their skin.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Father Alex loves when women's dress complements their complexion.
There is so many things that complements skin, that goes with skin. Skin is amazing, sexy, beautiful. Skin is everything. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all the topic, the topic of this video, which is the top things that men will always notice when it comes to women.
Okay. And obviously the number one thing that men notice in a woman is her face. Because your face tells you everything about your health, right? You could tell whether or not somebody's overweight by their face. You could tell whether or not somebody has a healthy immune system by the symmetry of their face. You could tell whether or not somebody has anemia by their face. The face can predict the body. The face can predict your state of mind. So that's why the face is the most important thing. That's why you can have a beautiful face and a simple body of a, you know what I'm saying? And guys will still show attention to you. Guys will still want to be your boyfriend or girlfriend. And the truth is that and please don't, I did not make people, but guys do prefer a woman with a beautiful face and an average body than a woman with an average face and actually, wait a minute. That really does depend on the guy.
And clearly, the first thing that I brought up, skin. Skin is super important in attraction because, like I said, it tells a story. Do y'all know that skin is the biggest organ in the body? When you showcase your beautiful skin, you're going to grab so much attention. Remember that.
Yeah, and usually women show their skin when they're in animal terms, in heat, right? When women want to get the dizzy, they show more skin. So it's how much she shows of her skin is a reflection of how much dizzy she wants, right? And also how much skin she shows is a reflective of her age, because usually the women that show more skin are usually younger. More mature women opt out of trying to be super sexy and they go more into beauty, where it's more of a beautiful thing that you don't have to show skin to reflect beauty. That's completely different. That's timeless.
All right, so the next thing I'm gonna talk about, the next thing that men always notice when it comes to women are your eyes. Eyes are just as glorified as skin.
And also your eyes say everything. Your eyes say what you did last night. Your eyes say whether or not you're lying. Your eyes say how nervous you are. Your eyes say whether or not you have autism. Your eyes say whether or not you have anemia. Your eyes say whether who do you like, how much you like me in terms of how much you look at me. Your eyes show me whether or not you're in love with me. Your eyes say everything, right? In fact, yeah, like he's totally right. Out of all the things, your eyes is a reflection of your soul, a reflection of who you are. And also, studies show that the first thing that men notice in a woman is her eyes, right? Especially if her eyes is angular like this, not this or not this, but this is the best form of eye, like the angular eyes, cat-like eyes per se. And also your eyebrows. Guys notice your eyebrows. And in fact, there's a big difference between cute eyebrows and sexy eyebrows. Cute eyebrows are my eyebrows, right? Where it's straight and thick, right? Sexy eyebrows are eyebrows that are more elongated down. Like a perfect example of having sexy eyebrows is, let me see if find a page that doesn't incriminate me. What's an example of what's her name, people? Megan Fox, right? Look, let me show you an example, right? Because her eyes has that downward elongation of, dang it, people, Megan Fox, right? Look, notice how her eyes, there's a angle to her. The angulation in her eyebrows also have it, right? That's the difference between, that's what makes sexy. It's pretty much angular in that direction. And unfortunately, people, I'm just cute because I don't have those that type of like angular thing that sexy people
Eyes
have.
are the windows to the soul, as they say. But eyes are also the doors to ultimate attraction. If you have beautiful eyes, you will always suck in your viewer, the person you're talking to, the person that you're in company with. Eyes are magical.
And in fact, well, I was reading how what are the most important parts in a woman, in a person in general, and honestly, the part that people pay attention to the most first is your jaw. You might think it's the eye, don't get me wrong, but unconsciously, your brain, you could have it. The most important part in terms of beauty is the jaw and chin, jaw and chin. Because if you have chin that's like in, like, you know, because you might breathe with your mouth, you're gonna have bad proportions. It's gonna look like you have bad proportions. It's gonna look like you have a big nose because your chin is in, and so it gives the illusion that your nose is bigger. You could have average looking eyes, but if you have a perfect jaw, it's instantly you're gonna be more attractive, right? Because look, me, I don't have perfect eyes, I don't have perfect nose, I have nice lips, but the most important thing with me is my jaw, right? And that's the most important thing in anyone that's good looking. A good jaw, because think about it, right? If you have a shitty jaw, you can't eat. Like, I know it sounds silly talking about eating, but that does matter. So it's like your jaw, it's pretty much one of the most, if not the most important part in terms of looking attractive. Everything else you don't have to have it perfect.
Science geek, a big science nerd, and I remember when I saw a magnified picture. It was like someone used a scope to magnify in on the lens of the eyes, and it literally looked like the universe, the stars in the universe. Beautiful woman, you have the universe in your eyes.
Yeah,
that is a bar, right?
You did not just say that.
But it's amazing. Like, I don't even know what's going on in the eyes itself. The way it's constructed, it's just beautifully made. How we're able to see through the eyes, I don't understand it. But what I do understand is that it's a beautiful marvel. And then women, y'all dress y'all eyes in different ways. Y'all have those eyelashes. Sometimes it's a little too much, look like you're about to fly away, but sometimes y'all really do it well. Y'all put the mascara thing on. Y'all use your eyes to seduce sometimes. Your eyes show how you're feeling in the moment, your emotions. Your eyes show if you're confused or if you understand what I'm saying. Your eyes show if you're excited or if you're not feeling the situation. Your eyes also tell a story, and that is so beautiful. It is magical. A man will never forget a woman's eyes, and usually it's the first thing he sees when he sees.
And usually when you think about and you reflect on your past love or your past lovers, you usually imagine them looking at you with tender eyes, you know? Like, that's usually what you imagine when you think of like your lover. And so it is the most memorable part is your eyes. So that's undeniable.
He's a woman he likes. Her eyes. Sometimes the eyes will speak before the woman lets words out of her mouth. Sometimes the eyes will speak while the woman is talking. He's like,
yeah, like you know, when you give him the psycho eyes, like, hey Tyrone, you know, the psycho eyes. And that's why you gotta relax. If you don't have a calm state of mind, your eyes are gonna betray you. You know, you're gonna be your eyes are gonna show you what your words are trying to hide. So losing control over your emotions, you're gonna start acting natural. And unfortunately, some people acting completely natural means acting needy and being really desperate, because that's the only state of mind that you know. And that's what you gotta have at the meditation practice. So you can either purchase the book The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. You could check out my course Emotional Mastery, or you could check out a meditation retreat. I recommend the Vipassana 10-day retreat.
Not even listening to the words coming out your mouth. He is listening to your eyes. It maybe not make sense to you, but it makes sense to us. So we're going to keep it like that, all right? The next thing that men will always notice.
I don't lie, he has nice eyebrows. Yeah, look at him with nice eyebrows. And look at him with the angular ones.
When it comes to women, is her smile. Because first of all, there's reasons why men love when a woman smiles. Because one thing I'm gonna bring up is that if a woman is smiling to a man and he's interested in her, that means he's doing something right. He's making her laugh. Now she has this beautiful, huge grin, smile on her face because you are making her laugh. He's making her laugh. That is an amazing thing. That is good for him. That means he's making progress and trying to get her. A smile also will tell him that she's happy right now. She's feeling good right now. It will also tell him that because she's happy, well, seemingly happy, this is the right time to try to talk to her. Because it's a very dangerous game sometimes when it comes to men trying to talk to women, because a lot of men are afraid of rejection. And sometimes women will reject men based on how they feeling, where they're at, if she even likes the guy. So it happens a lot. So if he sees your smile, that makes him more comfortable in trying to get to you.
Yeah,
right?
because a smile, listen to me, man. A smile to a guy means you want my dick. Like, that's like, honestly, like, smile. Like, I remember when I had Facebook, like, there was a joke that if you like the guy's photo, the guy would just assume you wanted him. The guy would be like, look, man, she liked my photo, man, she wants my dick. Like, that's what guys thought, right? Especially if you sent a poke. Guys are always looking for signs that you like them, and we as guys have a bias to assume that any twitch of the face is a smile, especially me. So if you smile at me, I'm like, okay, this girl likes me. But studies show that men and women interpret smiles differently. And when there was a study showing that when an attractive woman smiled at women had a higher likelihood of perceiving it as a friendly gesture. But when that same woman smiled at men, women perceived it as a sexual invitation. I did not make people, man. I don't look at me like that, man. I'm not Black Jesus. I did not make men.
Also, smiles show teeth. If you have good teeth, if you have nice teeth, if you have healthy teeth, that says a lot about you. If your teeth ain't too, you know what I mean? He might have some, thoughts like, oh, maybe she doesn't take care of herself. As they say, the mouth is a big sign of someone's health. A beautiful smile says a whole lot. All right? Let's go to the next thing that a man never forgets when it comes to a woman, and that is her laugh. The thing with y'all laugh is that it's in hand with the smile. But there is something special about a woman's laugh, because y'all have some wild laughs. I'm not even going to front right now. Y'all got the craziest laughs in the human species.
Yeah, the psycho laugh. Honestly, this is the psycho laugh. Anytime I seen a girl laugh like this, people, I immediately just like, I immediately, if you saw me, this is what I would be doing. We're like that, and it's this laugh. I swear to God, man. Let me not even.
Y'all laughs are way worse than ours, all right? Cause y'all be cackling, screaming, making hyena sounds. That's y'all. Y'all got
Yeah, pretty much
that down pat. But the thing about a laugh is, it means you're in a good place at that moment. It means he's saying something that's making you feel great right now.
But also, the reason why women laugh at a guy's joke, because I've seen women laugh at things that guys say, and I'm like, that dude is not funny. I don't know why she's laughing. He says rock, and she's like, oh, Tyrone. Oh, that joke, rock joke again, right? The reason why that is because she likes him. And when you like someone, you're more emotional. So everything is exaggerated. If he leaves you, you feel sadder. If he angers you, you feel angrier than usual. If he makes you happy, you feel happier than usual. If he kind of makes you chuckle, you're going to laugh like he's fucking Chris Rock. Like he's the second coming of Chris Rock. All right, let's keep going.
Laughs open a person up. So now it's almost like a natural icebreaker. Once I got you laughing, now I can like get to know you better. Get to know you more. I can talk more freely with you without me being so nervous and anxious. You laughing is making me feel better. Your laughter is medicine for me. And you know they say laughter is medicine for the soul, but it's also medicine for that guy who is attracted and interested in you. And I find that the happiest women are the ones who laugh the most. And it's not laughing at somebody or laughing in a negative way. No, laughing out of goodness, laughing from the heart. She's light. That is a good sign. That's a very attractive thing for men. A man does not want a woman who's toxic.
Yeah, we don't want no damn Terminators that don't laugh.
And never laughing, always mad and grumpy. And
honestly, it's like you don't have to laugh all the time. You could be shy. You could chuckle. You know, you could do those shy chuckle. But it's not complicated, man. We as guys, we will make the jokes. Just laugh. You know? Like, just laugh at our jokes. And that's all you got to do. It's not complicated. I tell women all the time. Women tell me, what do I do to make them like me? I'm like, look, girl, you don't have to do nothing. All you got to do is just be like a gargoyle. Just be there. Like a fucking statue. Just exist. Like a flower. You know? And the guy's mind and evolution and his ancestors will do all the work for you.
Cursing and laughing is peaceful. Laughing is peaceful. Even when y'all laughs be violently, horribly crazy sounding. And the last physical thing, because I'm gonna talk about some other types of things that men notice that's not so physical. The last physical thing that men notice on women all the time is her smell. Perfume, body odor, musk, oil, whatever it is, that smell.
Ladies, just stop it with the intense. I don't know what the heck you guys use, but there is this like intense like fruit smell that I just despise with all of my heart. Honestly, I don't know what it is. So they wear this scent that's like what is this? You know, like what's going on? Like you just came out of a religious ritual? Like what is that smell, people? It's just weird. Like I don't know what it is, man. Like, but seriously, tell me, ladies, what is it? Cause I was dating this girl, and man, this black girl, man. Oh my Lord. Her name was. Anyways, she honestly, people, when she hugged, I remember I met her at a poetry meetup, and when she gave me a hug, people, it was like I was bouncing on it felt like the softest anything I've ever felt in my life. I swear to God, people, she was just so squishy in every sense of the way. To this day, I remember that hug. Like, look at my eyes, people. Like, you could tell. Like, I'm still like having flashback to that ass. Like, it's crazy. Anyways. And man, was she this beautiful? She looked like she had like hazel eyes. She looked like a young Will Smith's woman, you know, the evil one. But she had bigger boobs, and she looked like a combo of Will Smith's wife with like Steph Curry's daughter. Like not his daughter, but you know the Steph Curry look. Oh, better yet, Steph Curry's mom. And she just had the heavies, man. But she always wore this cologne.
L is what get men. Remember, men are hunters, and hunters have to smell.
All right, so don't get
so much because they smell it first. That smell brings in, it reels you in, and he's hooked now. Not every smell is for every man, but that one smell that is for that man, it never goes away. There's smells that I remember from 25 years ago. Smells are just that deep, complex. So if you smell good, you look good. It's such a weird thing. All right, so now I'm gonna get to some deeper things when it comes to men noticing things about women. The first thing I'm gonna bring up is that a man always notices about a woman that he'll never forget when it comes to women is the influence that she has put on his perspective. Now I will tell you, I've learned so many things from men. I've learned a lot of things from men on how to be a man from men. So many things. But there are other things on the flip side of the coin. Getting the perspective from another world than mine that I learned so much about. And that comes from learning from women. The things I would have never thought about because I have a man's mind. I'm not going to think about a lot of things that women think because they have their mind, I have mine. But a lot of the deepest things that I've learned in life came from a woman.
I'll be honest with you, not for me. The only thing that women teach me, and let me see, what do women teach me that's positive? To let people lead. That's one thing. I think that's what women teach me, to let them lead sometimes. Women teach me about my I could be selfish, and women teach me how selfish I am. Women also teach me that I could be a control freak sometimes. I'm not a control freak, by the way. Only in certain areas, right? In daily life, I'm not a control freak. I'm pretty chill. Like, people will know me. But I do notice I have some controlling tendencies in other areas of life that consciously I wouldn't think about. But if I'm just looking at the relationship dynamic between me and the women, I tend to notice that there's a power dynamic that goes in one direction, you know? It's not like I'm evil, right? And clearly the girls don't mind because they stay, but it's very interesting that I observe that. I'm like, what does that say about me? You know what I'm saying? But also, I do notice that. And it's almost like there are some things that women can only teach you. And the way that women teach you is not that you sort of can see it like you're reading a book. You have to be willing to look at yourself in a negative light and see things about you that you don't consciously accept. And that's the part that a lot of people just are not willing to see. It's the fact that I may have some controlling tendencies. It's the fact that honestly, what I do love that I notice is that I'm not a manipulative person. I notice that about me. You know, when I say you got to make it up to me, if you actually know me, you'll know that I have too much. I'm too much of a nice guy to really like punish people like that. You know what I'm saying? So I do notice also the positive things about me, that I'm more compassionate than I really think I am, because I don't give myself enough credit, right? And yeah, those are just things that you can learn from the opposite sex if you're just willing to just look at the dynamics of your relationship and just say, what does that say about me?
Because I kind of inherited the thoughts of a man because I am a man. So it kind of came with me. But learning things that women tell me that I would have never thought about, changing my perspective, altering my perspective, enriching my perspective is something I'll never forget.
Yeah, and
that is why
that's why boys that are raised around women, they have a different perspective. I was raised with women, and it's just different being around them. You know, much different than being with guys. Like if I was raised by men, I would be completely different. I feel like if I was raised by men, I would have higher self-esteem, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. I definitely would, because when I was a kid, I was bullied. And unfortunately, when you're around women, what the fuck? Honestly, it just makes me mad thinking about this. What the fuck do you think they're gonna tell you to a bully? They're gonna tell you to be a good boy and tell the teacher. But a man, I remember when I had my stepdad, he clearly told me when my mom was done telling me that dumbass advice to just take it like a little bitch. I remember my stepdad was like, yo, if you don't fuck him up, I remember telling something like that. He's like, if you don't mess him up, you're gonna have a problem with me. And I remember how that felt. That felt really good to hear that, you know? And so it's kind of like it's completely different. And both sexes just teach you something else. And I do resent the fact that when I was raised to be a good boy, you know, to give the other dumbass cheek. You know, and I'll be honest with you, ladies, you know, for a lot, and I hate to tell women because I never tell people how to parent their kids, but this whole thing of be this little angel boy, y'all gotta cut that out. Like you're creating victims of bullies.
Truly believe that men should also learn from women, and women should also learn from men to create that bridge of understanding between the two. Otherwise, if you just listen to men all the time, or as a woman, listen to a woman all the time, you're going to be one-sided all the time. How are you going to be different if you don't listen from different sources?
Yeah, everyone has an inner man and an inner woman. And it's important to surround yourself with both perspectives. It's like people who only hang out with black people. I'm like, dude, you got to hang out with whitey. You got to hang out with the Latinos. You got to hang out with the Indians so that you can have a broader point of view of the people around you. You know, you can't just have male friends. You can't just have female friends. That's not that'll narrow your focus. What the hell do you think toxic feminists are? As an example, toxic feminists are women who only hang around feminists, and you create an echo chamber. A real feminist should hang around with people with different points of views. You know, a real anything that's real, just like a healthy ecosystem is diverse, has diverse friends, has diverse people in their lives.
So a woman that puts a man on things, new things, introspective things, things he've never experienced, he will never forget from that woman. Also, another thing that men pay very close attention to, that he never forgets about specific women, is their reaction to the things he does. You know, sometimes the greatest prize from gifting someone or giving something to a woman is her reaction, because her reaction tells him how she truly feels. That first reaction, that first change of face, the thing she does, the wow, or the jump, or the scream, or the shocked face, that reaction is something that a man strives for when it comes to his woman.
Yeah, 100%. Any man that really loves you is gonna want to see a smile on your face. You know, me, I'm a giver. I love giving people stuff. I love seeing people smile. That's why when I went to school, I used to take photos, like Polaroids of people. And they're still in my school, but I did it because I just wanted to give them a gift of something that they just will never forget, you know? Even though some of them just, you know, never liked me, you know? But it's whatever, man. You see, that's my tendency to be liked, you know? I can't help it.
Woman that a man will never forget, that he will always notice when it comes to women. And that will drive your man to get you more things and gift you things, because you show your appreciation through your reactions. I know for me, I love gifting. Gifting is like, I think it's my top love language, I believe, last check. But I don't care about getting anything in return or getting anything back. I love giving.
Yeah, I've given gifts to friends and they never gave anything back in return. I sound butthurt now, but I don't think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think about where's my gift. I really don't. I just said it right now and I thought about it. I'm like, that's bullshit. You know? But you know what I'm saying? What does that say? You know? But I don't, right? I just think that the satisfaction is in the giving. The satisfaction is in the process of doing it and giving it and then being happy, and that's it. After that, just forget about it, you know?
Reaction. I love seeing your face, the shocked face or whatever it is, you jumping up and down, even crying because of something I gave to you out of the goodness of my heart. I will never forget that from my woman. That makes my day. The next thing I want to talk about when it comes to men and what they notice from a woman and what they will never forget about a woman is her confidence. There is nothing like a confident woman.
And your confidence is only shown not in your demeanor. You could show it in your demeanor. Don't get me wrong, but that could be a veneer that just cracks under pressure. Your real confidence is in your willingness to walk away. That's where I judge your confidence. How willing are you to walk away if I'm being disrespectful towards you?
A woman who has her man's back. A woman will put down and show up for her man. There is nothing like that. As a man, I don't want my woman to get into any situations for me or trying to protect me and all that. I don't want that. But the fact that she's willing to do that for me speaks volumes.
Yeah, like, a woman, I'm sorry. Like, I know this is my toxic trait, but a woman who's down to fight for me, that's hot. Like that's a little hot. A woman who gets mad and jealous at the fact that a woman is trying to flirt with me, that's hot. You know? But there's a certain point that's too much. You know? For example, me, I consider confidence when I'm not chasing, maybe I took a while to respond, and she tells me sternly, hey man, look, I like you and I want to. Oh my God, it sounds like I like ya and I want ya. Nah. Like, but she like, I like you, but you know, I want more from you. Like, I want you to text me more. I want to see you more. You know, or better yet, when a woman, the most recent one was when she would just tell me, you know, like, how do you feel? How you feeling? You know, she would tell me how she felt, and I found that really nice because it was like, usually women don't tell you how they feel about you soon, or women don't ask you how you feel. Like, just the confidence to talk to me about how she feels and her emotions and things that usually people don't reveal to people. I found that to be confident. You know, and there's just different forms of confident. You know, there's different forms of confident. There's bravery, you know, there's willingness to walk away, but then there's the confidence to express how you feel. There's just different forms. It's not just a bravado, a smile. You know, it also could be a tear and walking away, you know? There's different forms of it, just like there's different forms of leadership.
When push comes to shove, like she's willing to hit the mud for me. That is so empowering for me and our relationship. But it's not needed. It's not asked. Most men are not going to, require that. But feeling that and knowing that that's there is something that a man will never forget about his woman. Also, the confidence that a woman has in her walk, her daily walk, her strut. You can always tell a woman's confidence by the way she carries herself, by the way she talks.
There was even a study that they asked SA people who have assaulted women, you know what I'm saying? Surely, right? Guys who just like to GRAPE, right? They did a study on them and they showed them two different types of women, right? Women who were assaulted, sex, and women who, I swear to God, if somebody asks, what am I really saying? I don't know I can't help you. And then women who have high self-esteem. And just by the way they walk, they asked the inmate which one would be a good victim. And almost all of them, without knowing their history, picked the women who were actual victims of assault. They said, which one gives you more desire to hurt? And they picked the women who actually had a history of assault. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer. High self-esteem people gain more self-esteem. Low self-esteem people get lower self-esteem. People who were a victim of a crime have a high likelihood of being a victim of another crime than people who've never been a victim of a crime. There's a momentum to things, people, unfortunately. And like I always say, the self is always coming through. Who you are is always emanating from yourself, from your nonverbal cues.
How she communicates, how she even walks. Confidence is very loud. And there's a difference between confidence and cockiness. It's based on the goodness of that person's heart. But confidence in a woman is just sexy, super attractive. And I trust and believe men pick up on that immediately. And they never forget that about you. They might even joke about it with you in conversations with you. Like, man, I noticed you from the way you walk. You walk with power. Like, you don't play. You walk like a boss. Like, men will say those things when they notice that because it's something that is remarkable. It is something that they remember, that sticks out in their head about you. The last thing I want to bring up when it comes to women and the things that men will never forget about their woman, or any woman for that matter, is her voice tone.
Yeah. Some women's voices just serenade your ear. Some women just serenade your ear with their voice. It's like a sweet symphony. You could just close your eyes. It's like velvet tickling your ears. That's the best way I could describe it. It's just softness.
There's something mystical about a woman's voice. That is why when a woman sings to her child, when he or she is a toddler or a baby, they get quiet, or they go to sleep, or they just gaze at their mother, because it's the mother's tone. A woman has a special tone that is very magical.
Yeah, because imagine Tyrone trying to rock-a-bye baby, see you next week. Hey man, what the fuck's going on with this goddamn baby? This baby's not reacting to my song. Rock-a-bye baby, hey, see you next week. It's like, Tyrone, put that baby down. Like, you're scaring the living hell out of him.
Not just the babies, it's the grown men too. A man could be raging in a moment. He could be super mad and angry about whatever happened to him during that day, and he could listen to his woman and she speaks him down, calms him down, talks to him in a way that brings him level-headed.
But equally, a woman's voice could be the most annoying thing on the planet. Like, could be the most. Have you heard a mom's voice?
She's not matching his loudness and his anger in a moment. She talks to him in the opposite fashion, slows him down. There's a magical thing about a woman's tone that cannot be replicated. All right, so I hope.
Sorry, trans dudes, trans women, you can't replicate this, man. You know, like I'll call you a woman. You know, I'll play along with it. I will respect you, but you're not serenading me with your voice. I can promise you that. Okay. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I do have trans women watcher, by the way. I get a lot of. It's funny, is I do love the fact that I have a lot of like a huge demographic, a lot of trans, a lot of gay people. Honestly, the whole spectrum. You know, everything but North Koreans. Anyways, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to myforattraction.org and let me know what other videos you guys want me to react to next, okay? Thank you. Take you Seals of Man. Check them out. Let's read the comment section quickly. Would y'all buy my album? I hope y'all doing well. He raps? This came down, my recommendation. So I will leave a comment. My husband said he noticed my smooth dark skin, my beautiful light eyebrows, my pretty white teeth, and my beautiful smile. Okay, this is a goddamn book. My man always compliments my skin, my eyes, and my scent. He often reminds me that it was my skin, hair, and perfume that caught his attention, which led to a very intellectual conversation. Oh. I think I knew most of these things, but it's nice to have them confirmed. You always speak the truth about relationships. Aww. A lady with good manners, quite powerful. Being grateful is ever so important. Blessing to all. All right, people.